What's going on, y'all, man? This is your boy Too Certain. I'm back again with another deck profile. Today, as you can see, True King Dinos, man. This is one of my favorite decks. I play this deck for a long time now, since Zoo format. This is a going first or going second build, so winning the dice roll never really bothers you. You can either make boards with calamities, or you can either break boards with some of the cards that I play. So starting off, we're gonna start off with the best boss monster in the game. Besides Masterpiece, even though he's banned, this card right here, Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, he can push for game by itself, or he can help protect you when you need to by flipping monsters down. I play this card at 2. I would never play it at 1. Playing it at 3 can get a little cloggy, so I felt 2 is the best number ratio for this card. Next, we have best normal summon of the deck, Soul Eating Overraptor. Self-explanatory. This card helps you get to all your dinos. Also helps you discard dinos that you want to see in the graveyard or get to the graveyard. Also being able to pop a level 4 dinosaur on either side of the field and get back a monster from the graveyard. Comes in handy when you're ready to push for game or extended combos. Next, reason why I love this deck so much, Miscellaneous Source. This card right here helps protect your dinosaurs. Being able to discard it during either player's main phase and saying your dinosaurs are unaffected. Also being able to respond like normal summon Overraptor. They try to ash and you just chain this or effect Veiler. Being able to use this graveyard effect to banish dinosaurs, especially summon the dinosaur to extend to, help finish off your combos is very good. Next, I have the baby lineup. I play 3 baby sources, and 1 petite. I like baby source more. Petite, if I had it in hand, I probably would pop this before I pop this just to get rid of it. Really don't like this card. It stops you from being able to attack, and you don't really play that many level 4 higher dinosaurs. Baby source can search you most of your deck, so that's why I prefer popping him over this one. So next are my one-ups. Elio, Siren Rex, Overtex, and I call him Gator because I butcher his name all the time. In this build, I will only play him at 1. You don't need to see him to help push for games. Just like Overtex, you also don't need to see him. These two, though, are the 2 cards that you want to see most of the time in your combos. If you don't see them, then your combos are going to be mediocre. For this, if you're playing Lost World Dinos, I would advise playing this more than 1 because this card can help you extend. But for the True King variant, where you already have cards that's popping your babies and your petite, it's not really well needed. It just helps you get to the double evolution pill a lot faster. That's it for the one-ups. For the True Kings, I play 3 fire banishers. He's the best one. Obviously, being able to banish a monster from your opponent's side of the field or graveyard, non-targetable, is very good. I love this card. Being able to get rid of like a BLS or whatever, it's very good. Next, I play 2 of the water, and last but not least, the 1 lethal Sagem. The water helps you just get to your calamities a lot quicker. Lethal Sagem, he can banish 3 monsters from your opponent's graveyard if you pop 2 Earths. He pops fail and trap cards, which really doesn't come up much because you don't really play waters in this build. But he's still needed because he can pop. When you do pop him, he can search you, especially some of the level 9 True King. For going second in this deck, I play the Kaiju package. I play one of each for my True Kings, for Vanisher, the water one, and Lethal Agile. And then I also play the one level 9 because I play Slumber in this deck. So being able to activate Slumber and then either special summoning one that you need for a True King that's in your hand, or if you already have a True King ready to be summoned, you can special summon him, and it's an easy calamities. Next are my hand traps. Still going second. Nibiru. Self-explanatory. This card is disgusting. Just crushes a lot of decks' hopes when they're going off, and then you're just sitting back. They're saying, move to end phase, and you're like, no, I'm gonna activate Nibiru, tribute their monsters, and just give them a token that you run over with Ultimate Conductor. It's really good. Next, last hand traps that I play, 2 Ash and 2 Imperms. Just being able to stop your opponent going off in combos and being able to hinder them to a mediocre board where we're playing a deck that's so powerful like dinos, and being able to push the game is very well. So I like these. Next we're going to go to spells. I'm going to start off with field spells. So we're playing 1 diagram and 2 Lost Worlds. Konami, can we get this back, please? Dinos didn't do nothing to y'all. Diagram is a real good card though. Lost World, being able to decrease your opponent's monster's attack and defense by 500 that aren't dinosaurs. Also, anytime you normal summon a dinosaur or special summon a dinosaur, you give them a token, and while they control that token, they can't target any other monster on the field except for that token. If a token would be popped, you can destroy a card from your deck instead to protect the token. So what I like to do is activate Lost World, normal summon a baby, give them a token, activate Slumber, pop in the baby, but also protecting the token with Lost World by popping another baby from that. It just helps you get to a play real quick and get into calamities very easy. Also, the other two, Cell Rotation and Terraforming, just helps you get to them a lot faster. Next, the one searcher we have, spell-wise, Fossil Dig. Never played this card less than 3. This card is so good, being able to search out a majority of your deck that you want to see. Miscellaneous, depending on your hand. Baby, if you got a diagram in hand, or Oviraptor, just to have a starter. Next, I was playing this at 2, but since Gator came out, I bumped this up to 3. Not because I want to see it, but just being able to, just having already 2 searchers with Overtext and Gator, I feel like having the third one is a lot better, because just in case you draw into one of them, and then you have Overtext and Gator still alive with the other ones. So playing this at 3 is, for me, has helped a lot. It hasn't messed up anything. Next, Slumber. As you know, I don't play it at 3. Playing it at 2 is enough. Like I said, with the combo, you can normal summon a baby with Lost World on field, give your opponent a token, and then just blow them up. Also, you can, I like to do is, you'll be able to search by banishing this card, search out a kaiju. So you can either search out a weak kaiju to give to your opponent to run over and help push the game, or also if you got a true king in your hand with a dinosaur on field or whatever, you can search for the one that you need. Last but not least, since this is a combo deck, Call by the Grave. You can play this at 3. I only play it at 2 because of space. This is a 45 card deck already. Cutting down cards is kind of difficult in this. I mean, you could cut out the kaiju package and bump up hand traps in this and just call it a day. I think kaijus right now are really good in the game. A lot of people don't expect them. So that's it for the main. Now I'm going to the extra deck. For the Exceeds, Calamities, Logia, Doka, and Baguska. A lot of people play Abyss Dweller. I feel Baguska is very good because if you can't get into Calamities, Baguska can still hurt you just as much as Calamities does. He's not as strong as Calamities, but he basically almost does the same thing. Doka being able to negate 2 monster effects on your opponent's turn is pretty good. Logia is a big negate. You can either negate spell traps or monster summons or monster effects. I don't go into him much. I actually been thinking about cutting him for another card, but for right now he's gonna stay in because he does come up. Next are more Link 2s, Reapodocus, Hida, Nightmare Cerberus, and Nightmare Phoenix. Your spell and trap removal, your monster removal, and it's really good when you got a normal summon a miscellaneous, or you special summon miscellaneous where you got an Oviraptor and your opponent asked you during this turn. It can help you go into Boar Sword. Reapodocus can help you get into Nat Bees or fixing your board where you need for a True King pop. So, really good, mandatory to run. These 3 you don't have to run, it's all up to you. Next are my Link 3s, and I only play 1, and that's Nightmare Unicorn. Being able to target a monster and shuffle it back into the deck, or target a card, and shuffle it back into the deck is very good. Now my Link 4s, Saryuja, Borload, and Boar Sword. I've been thinking about cutting him because I really don't go into him much. He does come up at times where you need to fix your hand or just being able to special summon a monster, because your True King monsters, they aren't specified of how they can be summoned, so you can't summon them off of Saryuja. Boar Load, just being able to take your opponent's monsters, and Boar Sword just helps you push for games even more with UCT. Next on my Synchros, play 1 Nat Beast, 1 Chambar, and the 1 Trish. I've also been thinking about, when I said cutting the Logia and the Saryuja, the other level 9, I forget his name. I think it's like Ravenous something. The one that you draw cards depending on how many non-tuners you use, and you can discard 2 cards and pop a monster on the field. Pop a card on the field. I like that card. It helps you fix your hands, just like Saryuja, but it's also level 9 that helps you get into Calamities. But Trish is still better. Being able to banish a monster or banish a card on the field, hand and graveyard, is really good. That's it for the extra deck. Now I'm going to do side. Sorry for the mismatch sleeves. These are actually made in other decks that I play. But side deck is always up to your own personal preference. For me, I play 2 twins and also 2 cosmics. Um, I run a lot of 2 ofs in my extra deck because it's a lot easier for me to side out, just siding in 2 cards compared to 3. Um, but as you know, back row hate stuff that you don't want to be encountering, like macrocosmos and stuff like that. Next, evenly, you know, going second, you drop this on them, erase the board, make you calamities and pass, and then next turn you push for game. Card is disgusting. This I don't really see a lot of people running, but I really love it going first. If I can't make a calamities, I will hit you with the artifact sanctums and drop a scythe. You don't have to play this at all. This is just something that I like to play. Double scythe. I was running Mortec and scythe, or you can run Lancia and scythe. I think double scythe is a lot better. Being able to cut your opponent out of extra deck twice is pretty good. I mean, if you gotta do that, you're in a bad predicament, but just being able to drop 22 beat stick that says you can't do nothing with your extra deck is really, really good. Next, these are just to round off some of my cards that's in the main. 1 Imperm and 1 Nibiru. You know, just in case I need to see them, or if I know that my opponent is really playing a very consistent combo deck, being able to see this is a lot well needed and better. Last but not least, for 14 and 15, Dark Ruler No More. Also another going second card. You know, being able to cut off your opponent's whole entire board. Appaloosa, Boar Savage, Herald of Arclight, anything. Dark Law, anything that just messes with us as far as monster wise. This card comes in clutch, being able to cut it off. That's it for the side. That's it for the deck profile. You can use this as a template to help go into a right direction. You do not have to copy my deck. I always tell my friends, build decks that best fit your play style, no matter what anybody say. At the end of the day, you have to play your own deck. Your friends can't play your deck, or the people that you watch behind the screen, you know, you can't play their deck. It's all up to you and your play style. So good luck. I hope a lot of y'all like this. Like, subscribe to the video, you know, give it a thumbs up, leave comments. Let me know what you feel or what type of text you play. I know a lot of y'all might be questioning why I don't play Pinkertops. I don't know, I just don't feel like he's needed. I mean, you can play him, I just don't play him. But that's it, man. Thank y'all for watching, and I hope to see y'all again, and I'll be bringing another deck profile soon.